go to Stonehenge. I think we're changing, aren't we? Are we changing?
Yeah.
There's Kirsty, there's Dave, our friend.
A green bus and a gold bus and a green bus.
Exactly.
Then we run out of buses.
Then we run out of buses. Yeah, and our first bus ride on the trip, the whole trip. This is the first time we're on an actual bus, and we're on a double decker. So here we are. This is the view from the top. First time we've been on a bus all together. Public transport, and all those lights are flickering on the video, but they're not flickering in real life. That's weird. We're on a different bus. We're heading towards Stonehenge, and you can see that Kirsty's got earphones in. There's like a commentary about Salisbury that we're listening to. I'm listening to it as well, which is making it a little bit difficult for me to get this commentary. Angle there of Old Sarum, strategically placed on 2 trade routes and the River Avon. So we're queuing up now to get on the bus from the visitor centre at Stonehenge. We're going to get these little gold buses, one of these gold buses, all the way up to the stones. Say something interesting, Kerr.
Something interesting, Kay.
Yeah, very funny.
Sorry. Okay, so we are here at the visitor shuttle area, and we are going to take the visitor shuttle to the stones, which are here. This is what the stones look like on the map.
A little bit of free spectacle here at our trip to Stonehenge. The stones are actually behind us. We haven't really looked at them yet. But here these lady farmers are herding the sheep out of this gate. There's a dog. There's a lady on a motorbike who's telling the dog, controlling the dog. Oh, sheep are coming back through again. Kind of cool. There's the dog just coming into the screen. Oh my.
Why are they coming back?
Because they're sheep. They don't know what they're supposed to do. So the girls having their photo taken at Stonehenge, and here are the stones. Now what we're going to do now is we're going to walk along this path, and we're doing like an audio tour. So we're doing the family tour. So we follow the green road, the green plastic road, and we're heading for location number 2. So part of the tour, we're listening to the same recordings, aren't we, Maze?
Yeah.
But that there are some bits for children only, and Maze is going to explain the bit that she heard that we didn't hear.
So, there was a man named Stone Archer, and he was buried in the ditch.
When they found him, he had flint in his ribs.
Yeah, so they thought he might have been a murder victim or sacrificed himself, and he was buried in the ditch right there.
Heelstone stands along an important pathway called the Avenue, the entranceway to Stonehenge. It runs down into the field away from Stonehenge and continues for nearly 3 kilometres, or about 2 miles, to the River Avon. On the longest day of the year, you'd see the sun rise over the Heelstone. Similarly, if you stood by the Heelstone on the shortest day, facing Stonehenge, you'd watch the sun set beside the tallest sarsen in the stone circle. That's the one with the bump on top. Can you see it?
Do you see that stone behind me? Well,
yeah.
It's called the Slaughter Stone. When it rains heavily, there are red puddles around it, and scientists think that it was the Druids. They used to kill people on that stone.
Right.
But actually, it was just pieces of iron in the stone.
Oh, just a piece of it. It wasn't actually old blood.
No.
Do you think the Druids today still do that? Because
No.
you know that Druids still come here every year on the solstice.
There are 2 kinds of stones. The larger ones are sarsens, a type of sandstone. They were probably brought from the Marlborough Downs, 30 kilometres or 19 miles away. The blue stones were brought from the Preseli Hills in southwest Wales, over 240 kilometres or 156 miles away. Can you imagine how many people and how much wood and rope they needed just to move a single stone? Inside, there's a horseshoe of 5 trilithons, made of 2 upright stones and 1 horizontal lintel.
They found something in this barrow over here, didn't they?
Yeah.
What did they find?
So they found a cremated
Which
body,
is burned, yeah.
which was underneath of a pot.
Right.
And next to it, they found bone tweezers.
Bone tweezers.
And then in another pot, they found a bunch of eyebrows from
Eyebrows.
people.
So they found Neolithic kind of eyebrows and facial hair
Yeah.
plucked out of people with bone tweezers. So we can see that some of these stones have fallen over the years, and we don't really know the story behind why all these stones have fallen or when they fell or what the circumstances were. But apparently there is some information about at least one of them, isn't there, Rosie?
Yeah, the first stone that fell.
The first stone that fell, and when was that?
1900.
1900, and what happened?
So it was there was a windy gale on
Yeah.
New Year's Eve,
Yeah,
and one of the lintels on top of the stones
yeah.
had blown off, and it cracked on the floor, and a fragment of it had fallen and bounced, I guess, all the way over there.
Over there.
Stones have fallen and been raised again. One big mystery has always remained. Why was Stonehenge built? Some believe that the blue stones had special healing powers. So Stonehenge could have been a place to come to be cured of disease or injury. Other experts believe that Stonehenge was a place of the dead, where the ancestors were honoured by the stones.
So here we are at Sarum Castle, which was built, I don't know, about 1100, something like that. I think it was 1110 to 1120. King Henry I lived here. I don't know if you remember, earlier in the video I took some footage from the road of the old town, the old Salisbury town, and this is basically that hill. And this is what's on the top of that hill, which is the remains of the castle, which I think you can only see from the inside of the area that I'm standing right now. So we're going to have a little look round.
It says the palace built for King Henry I in the upper courtyard. This comprised a great hall, a large reception room, a suite of private rooms and a chapel. A toilet block was added to the palace in the 13th century and may have been used by King Henry III, who liked his rooms well decorated. When the palace was built, new stairs were needed to reach the rooms in the Great Tower. In the later Middle Ages, it would have been criminals who were led up the stairs to the Great Hall, where the law courts were held. This illustration here shows how the cathedral may have appeared from the southeast in the mid-12th century. Only those who had been granted an audience with the king or his officials would have entered a building to your right and climbed the stairs to an upper courtyard. At that upper level was the royal palace.
This is the well, the main well for the castle. Not really sure how deep it was, but they think it was about 70 metres or 230 feet. This is the remains of the Great Tower. That little area down there is just where the back entrance was. This was the original residence for the king when it was first built, before the rest of these buildings here were built, which were the Great Palace, the Courtyard Palace. This is the top of the area that we're just in below, where St Margaret's Chapel was and all that kind of stuff. So here we can see the two versions of the old Cathedral of Sarum, which was, I guess, the original Salisbury Cathedral. And this is what's left. That's the sort of outline of the cathedral, as you can see there. Impressive history. This castle was inherited by William the Conqueror from the last Saxon king of England. Great location, being at the junction of a number of roads, an ideal site for a royal castle. It was here too in August 1086 that he called together all the major landowners in England so they could swear allegiance to him, around about the time that the Domesday Book was written. I don't know if the light's not very good for this shot, but you can see the moat, or the ditch, dug around the inner castle area. Don't know if you can see here, there's some attackers about to besiege the castle. There they are, getting ready to do something dreadful for William the Conqueror. Here there's a beautiful line of 4 big trees. This one in the middle is particularly impressive. It looks like one tree that's been split down the middle and then pulled apart about 30 feet. So I'm sure there's a story there, but I'm not quite sure what it is. Some little panoramic views just down from the castle along the outer wall, the light defences. Just walking along the line of outer defences. View over looking Salisbury from the castle. There's the cathedral, a modern cathedral in the background.
Gate. You know what you have to do?
So that was what we did yesterday on Thursday the 1st of August. Don't forget to subscribe, click the little bell icon to find out when the next video is available, and I'm going to have another cup of tea. It's actually the day after again, and today we're doing a little bit of painting, so maybe we will update you with that, maybe we won't. Bye for now.